Russian state news outlets editorialized comments by Russian Security Council Deputy Chairperson Dmitry Medvedev, claiming he predicted Ukraine will cease to exist by 2034. Medvedev implied that NATO's leadership would change by then, making Ukraine's NATO membership impossible. This narrative aims to prepare the Russian public for a prolonged conflict, promising a victory within a decade. The Kremlin's only desired end state is the complete destruction of the Ukrainian state, contradicting any claims of willingness to negotiate for peace. This reflects Russia's unwavering commitment to its objectives in Ukraine. Russian officials continue to leverage diplomatic meetings with European states to create an impression of normalizing relations with the West. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov met with Hungarian Foreign Minister Peter Szijjártó, amplifying narratives condemning Ukraine's supposed human rights violations. Hungary attempts to present itself as a mediator, despite EU officials denying Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán's representation of the EU. The European Parliament condemned Orbán's recent visit to Moscow. This diplomatic maneuvering seeks to portray limited Western support for Ukraine, while strengthening Russia's ties with sympathetic European nations. Russia and India are bolstering their bilateral relationship, evidenced by recent arms deals and diplomatic engagements. India's Ministry of Foreign Affairs summoned the Ukrainian ambassador to raise concerns over President Zelensky's criticism of Prime Minister Modi's visit to Russia. Additionally, Russia will deliver 2 stealth frigates to India by February 2025, part of a broader agreement for military cooperation. India has requested expedited delivery of Russian S-400 air defense systems and is negotiating long-term oil import deals with Russia. These developments underscore a deepening strategic partnership between Russia and India amid ongoing global tensions. On July 17th, Russia and Ukraine conducted a 1-to-1 prisoner of war exchange, with 95 POWs returned to each side. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky confirmed the exchange, mediated by the United Arab Emirates. Reports highlight the abuse and torture experienced by Ukrainian POWs in Russian detention, with returning servicemen suffering chronic health issues due to mistreatment. This exchange reflects ongoing humanitarian concerns and the severe conditions faced by prisoners on both sides. The plight of POWs remains a critical aspect of the conflict, highlighting the human cost of the ongoing war. Kremlin officials are appealing to Russian ultranationalists by focusing on anti-migrant sentiments, despite generating tensions with broader migration policies. Russian Investigative Committee head Alexander Bastrykhin highlighted increased crimes associated with migrants, linking these to regulatory and law enforcement corruption. This narrative aims to align with ultranationalist views, while leveraging migrants to address labor shortages and recruit for the war. The Kremlin's contradictory policies reflect its struggle to balance appeasing ultranationalist xenophobia with practical manpower needs. This complex dynamic underscores the challenges Russia faces in maintaining domestic support for its war efforts. Ukrainian forces regained positions south of Toretsk, and Russian forces advanced north of Kharkiv city and near Kupiansk, Svatove, Avdiivka, and Vuhledar. Ukrainian strikes targeted Russian-occupied buildings in eastern Sotnitskaya Kozachok, while Russian forces made marginal gains near Kupiansk and Svatove. In Donetsk Oblast, Russian forces advanced near Seversk and Chasiv Yar, while Ukrainian forces held positions in New York. These movements reflect the ongoing tactical shifts and intense combat dynamics on multiple fronts, highlighting the fluid and contested nature of the conflict. Both sides continue to adapt and respond to changing battlefield conditions. Russia's ongoing crypto mobilization campaign is incurring significant financial costs. Between July 2023 and June 2024, the Russian government spent approximately 2.75 to 3 trillion rubles, equivalent to $31 to $33 billion, on payments to military personnel, wounded soldiers, and relatives of deceased servicemen. These expenses comprise about 1.5% of Russia's GDP and 7.5 to 8.2% of the 2024 federal budget. The financial strain reflects the substantial burden of sustaining military operations and addressing the human toll of the conflict. This economic impact underscores the broader challenges Russia faces in maintaining its war effort.